Mhm.
This is Shirley Bowser. And who you got there?
This is Tiggy.
Tiggy. Say
And
hi, Tiggy.
okay.
Hi, Tiggy. What do you want to tell them about Tiggy?
Mhm.
He's your friend.
Yeah, Tiggy's my friend.
You've had him
I've
for a
taken him a
long
long
time.
time. Had him for a long time. He's a sweet baby, and I love him a lot.
Yeah? I don't think they can see his face. I think, as usual, she's like turning him in so he can't breathe or he can't see out. I always tell her, why don't you hold your baby so he can see out? See, there you go.
Okay.
So, just in case this is your first time experiencing the great almighty Shirley, let me just tell you a little bit about what's going on.
Okay.
All right? Oh, I'll tell you at the same time because with Alzheimer's, sometimes she hears the thing that you're talking about for the very first time. How long have you had Alzheimer's, Shirley?
Oh, God.
About,
10 years.
about 4 years now.
4 years.
She was diagnosed about 4 years ago. And slowly but surely, Shirley, get that? Ha ha. Slowly but surely, we've been noticing that her memory is starting to slip. I notice it with music especially. Right now we're listening to the 70s, the greatest hits of the 70s, and occasionally a song will come on and she'll know every word, right?
Yes.
So I was talking to her doctor about it one day, and I said, what can we expect next? And she said, well, the two things that remain till the very end are music and cussing.
Oh, gosh. Great. That'll be my mentor.
So Shirley's not much of a cusser. So if she starts cussing all of a sudden, I'll wonder what in the heck's going on. But yeah, even when you get frustrated and upset, you don't cuss, Shirley. How come?
I don't know. It's not nice.
Oh, see, there you go. So anyway, my name is Mary, and as you probably already know, because this is the Natural Curiosity show on YouTube, I wanted to take an opportunity to let people know what life is like living with someone like me and living with someone like Shirley, who's got Alzheimer's. So Shirley, why don't we start out by telling people what it's like to live your everyday life? Let's talk about what you do every day.
Okay.
What do you do when you get up in the morning?
Eat.
She loves to eat. Oh, let's talk about your favorite food then.
Okay.
What's your favorite food?
Chocolate.
So one of the things that I've been noticing is everything that she's eating is chocolate. And I thought, what a great, wonderful way to go. No matter what you're eating, even if it's poop pie, it tastes like chocolate.
How do you know that?
Because I always ask you, what are you eating, Shirley? And she always says, chocolate. So, all right, so you get up and you eat. Don't you make your bed first?
I'm not sure.
She makes her bed. I help her. And we get one of her babies out. Now, let's introduce the other babies, okay? So this one is the original. His name is Tiggy. And he does get dressed up for depending on what it is, what kind of holiday. So at Christmas time, we had Christmas outfits. And here recently, he came back all dressed in St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Let's tell him the story about that.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to tell you a lot of stories. All right, so we noticed that Tiggy had a little hole in his leg. Let me show him where it was. Right about here, there was this little hole. And we didn't know where he got it or how, I didn't think the dogs ate him or anything. But he had a little hole, and somebody noticed that he had a hole at church. We were there on a Wednesday night, and uh-oh. Hold on one second.
Okay.
How dare they call right in the middle of our discussion. Anyway, this retired nurse saw that there was a hole in Tiggy's foot, and she took him home and put him in the hospital and stitched him up. Mm-hmm. And he came back, not only all mended, you can't even tell, He was all mended, but he was all dressed in St. Patty's Day. Wasn't that cute?
Yeah, that was
He
wonderful.
had a little hat on.
Yeah.
He had the Mardi Gras beads. It was awesome. All right. So let me take Tiggy, and you can introduce the other one.
Okay.
Who's this? This is your second baby.
Okay.
And this is Lucky. Lucky just happens to have a little hat on today. Okay, they can't really see it, so you have to hold him up in front of the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
And he's got a little scarf on. See this little scarf? He got this for Valentine's Day. So sometimes he wears it and sometimes he doesn't, but we really like it, so we keep it on him.
Yeah.
And we found this cute little hat that he can wear. And I'll tell you what happens is most people absolutely fall in love with her babies. So they'll stop and talk with Shirley just to get a chance to pet and to talk to the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one's Lucky. That was her second one.
Okay.
And who's your other baby?
That's Lovey.
This is Lovey. So Lovey is a koala bear, and he's so soft. Oh my goodness, he's so soft. Now we are getting ready for Easter, so look what we got at the dollar store. So let's see what he's going to look like in his Easter outfit. Hopefully it'll fit because he's got a big fat head. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Don't hurt him.
I'm not hurting him. Is his eyes looking? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now he's all dressed for Easter. Hi, Shirley.
Oh, gosh. He's adorable.
He is really adorable. Okay, so those are your babies, and you take one of them with you every day.
Yeah.
All right. So after you get up and you eat your breakfast, then what do?
We have to go to work.
Did you hear that? Shirley and I have a job. So we go to a place called?
Office in America.
Very good, Shirley. Office in America is on the 12th floor of a building on Savoy in Houston. And so we get to overlook all of Houston. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
isn't
it is.
And the owner, he loves Shirley so much. What did he do for you?
He let me have
An office?
An office in,
She has her very own office.
I have my very own office.
That's right. That way she can take a nap. We can close the drapes or the blinds, and we bought her a nice little bed, a little portable bed, and so she can have a nap during the day, and she comes to work with us. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it's wonderful.
So thank you to the owner of Office in America. If you ever get a chance to say hi to, his name is Ted, just let him know how wonderful he is. All right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about, and then we'll let you go for today. 10 minutes of time is, I think, enough. We'll keep you updated on what we're doing. The next thing I want to tell you about or share with you is Shirley's desire to give to her church. So why don't you tell them a little bit about your church?
Okay.
What's the name of it?
Unity Church.
In Houston, Unity of Houston, right?
Yes.
And Reverend
Gott.
Michael Gott. See, she remembers some things. That's awesome, Shirley.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Michael.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's kind and loving and just a perfect man to show empathy and love and kindness to everyone.
We do. We love Reverend Michael Gott, Reverend Karen, Reverend Jean Marie, Reverend Mindy, and Reverend Shirley. Oh, Shirley. She's your friend, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. So we were at a Sunday morning adult Sunday school, and somebody heard Shirley's story, and they asked her to share it with the church. So Shirley got up in front of the whole audience, and Reverend Shirley asked Shirley the questions. Because if you ask Shirley questions, she can answer them pretty well. Can't you, Shirley? Yeah. So we're real tight with Reverend Shirley. Well, with all the reverends, but she has a special spot in your heart, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's the reason I wanted to tell you about this little bear. This little teddy bear is a cute little guy, and he, as you can tell, is a bank. So Shirley doesn't have the money to give to the church, and she really, really wants to. Every time we pass the basket, she wants to be able to give. So every time we get an extra dime or two, we're putting it in her teddy bear bank, and that way she can share it with the church. So I did want to mention that because it's very important to her. Shirley, is there anything that you want to say, anything you want to share that you've been doing?
I've been trying to be nice to people and kind and see if they need help in any way. If something I could do would make a difference, I want to do it. That kind of thing to make her life better.
You know, there's somebody in there right now looking at you, Shirley, and they're smiling and they're wishing you well. And I want you to know that she prays for you every single night. Every single night. If you're looking for help, if you need your angels around you, this lady right here is praying for you. So send her a message and let her know what your name is and what it is you need. And Shirley will be glad to put you in her prayers every single night. All right? So if you have a special request or something you really need, like love, healing, whatever it is, Shirley wants to pray for you. All right? So there's one more thing that I would like to show you before we leave today, and that is some artwork that Shirley has been doing. Shirley, do you mind telling them a little bit about how you're doing your artwork? And I'll go get your latest painting.
Okay.
Okay, you tell them, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Tell them, Shirley.
Okay. I'm trying to do some artwork to make things really nice around the church and the care centers and things, and I want everything to look beautiful, so I have little things that I do that I try to do that to make it look nicer.
Thank you. And she's decorating her office too. So this is her latest painting. It's, as you can tell, a cactus. Yes, and she's done lots of other things, and we'll show them to you at a later time. But that's a Shirley original. Beautiful, huh? Yes. All right. Okay, well, that's it for today. This is a snapshot into Shirley's life, living with Alzheimer's and living with someone like me. She says I'm crazy all the time, every day. I don't understand.
She's only half crazy. I'm the other half.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Shirley, for hanging out with us here on YouTube. And tell the nice people that are watching you today when you're going to come back.
I'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Bye for now.
Okay.
Wave bye.
Bye. Think about me.
She could use a few prayers too. Bye for now. Okay, we're going to end this broadcast.